sound is bad, but I'm out at Merrington, and as you know, it's open to the elements here, and the wind is up, and I am delighted to be back out. Slight difference this time. I'm on the Hayes Lake. Have a look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning lake, and I am very fortunate to be given a weekend on here exclusive to myself. No other anglers on, and apart from Ben, who's fished it for an overnighter, apart from that, they've never been fished for, so I've really got no excuses. I've got to catch on here, and as you can see, the weather is absolutely bang on for it. Got some high winds. That was a big fish just boshing out there. So yeah, got some high winds. Cloudy, sunny, a bit of everything today, but it's still fairly warm, 14 degrees. It's the 1st of October today, so yeah, it's going into autumn. As I say, apologies if the sound's terrible. I'm trying to find a gap in the wind, but there isn't any, to be honest with you. So yeah, been on here, it's 11 o'clock now, I've been on here since about 7. I've not long got set up. Ben's been out on the boat for me and baited up 3 spots. He normally feeds the lake anyway, so I've just asked him to put the bait on the spots that I want, and I've put a rig over each spot. So down to the right hand side here, where the wind's pushing into, there's a baited spot down there, plenty of fishery pellet, and I've put a rig on top of that, double yellow, honey and tiger nut from spar baits as usual. Then out towards the end of the island here, there's a gravel bar to the right hand side, baited up that as well, and again, same rig, I've got a rig on there as well. And middle of the island over there, shallow water, baited spot over the fishery pellet, and again, same rig, but this time with a double white strawberry spar baits pop up. So yeah, that's where we're at. The weather's bang on for it, so yeah, small bit of pressure. I don't mean in terms of weather, I mean in terms of pressure for me to catch, because although I'm lucky to be on here, this could be the end of my fishing career. If I don't catch on here, I might as well leave my stuff here and pack up and don't bother again. That's how I see it at the moment anyway, but you just never know. How good is this though? I've never been fortunate enough to get a lake to myself, let alone a lake where the fish have never been fished for. So really, they shouldn't be rig shy, and they should just get their heads down on the bait as normal, and not expecting anything. So yeah. What do I know about the lake? I was here when it was being dug out, and I was here for the stocking. There's about 180 fish in here, various sizes, average around about £25, 20 to £25. Got a beautiful island, about 60 metres long, which shelves off gently. It's not a steep slope, so you can present a bait around the island. There's the odd gravel bar around. Yeah, there's a few swims, a few single swims and a few double swims, and as usual, Ben's done a great job with them. The place just looks amazing. So there you go, folks. I'm going to get a brew down me and get fishing, and I'll let you know if we have anything in a bit. See you in a bit. We're in already. Giving me the right run around, this is. £28 on the nose. First fish out of the Hayes Lake, and it's a beautiful £28 stunning mirror. I'm well happy with that. Rods have only been in 2 hours, and yeah, look at the paddle on that, absolutely stunning. And it gave me a right run around as well. It was on for about 10 minutes. It's probably never been caught before, unless Ben had it last week. So yeah, first time it's ever been caught. I didn't really know what it was doing, and yeah, I'm over the moon with this one for the first fish. Well happy. Just look at that, absolute stunning beast. £28, stunning Merrington carp. And this one was caught on a double yellow honey and tiger nut pop up as usual from spar baits, and chucked over Fishery pellet, and I'm well happy. So yeah, hopefully there'll be more to come. Let's get her back, see what we can get. Let's get her back, see if we can get some more in. I think the wind has died down a little bit, and yeah, hopefully the sound's a little bit better this time round. As you can see, I've already had a fish. Rods have only been in, what, 2 hours, and an absolutely beautiful £28 mirror. And that one was caught down in the margin, not in the margin, down in the bay down there. Double honey and tiger nut pop up from spar baits, and I'm over the moon. So yeah, thankfully it's not going to be a blank. I don't have to throw my rods in the water, and yeah, I think there'll be more. I mean, 2 hours and £28, that's just unreal. As I said, the stock in here was quite decent. I was here for it. £25 was a lot of £25 as I seen going in there, and that was last year, and obviously they've whacked on the weight, £28. There probably could be some in here that are touching 30 already. And that fish was in absolute perfect condition. It's a bit difficult to do the photography and the filming on my own, so apologies if it's not brilliant, but I didn't want him out of the water for too long, so if I do get any more, I'll get everything set up before I get the fish out. But yeah, what a place. So this will be open to winter tickets this year, and then should be fully open next year in April. For bookings basically as normal. So 3 lakes on the complex now: Hayes Lake, Main Lake, and then Merrington, which is the smaller lake. And yeah, the place just gets better and better. It really is lovely. From what I can see on this side, there's 4 swims on this side. There is a little bit of a windbreak around them because this place is open to the elements. Ben's allowed me to use the boat later on to bait up, because I want to be as quiet as I can. I don't want to be spodding out and spooking the fish, so put the bait in with the boat as long as there's enough battery left, and yeah, fingers crossed we'll have a good few fish in the bag for you for this video. So I'm not sure what time of year it's going to be put out. Obviously I've been allowed onto this lake, but the lake's not officially not open, so I'll be waiting until the lake's officially open before I actually put this video out. So it may be that it doesn't go out till December, January, but we'll see. Folks, it's great to be back out. Keep an eye on the video. I've got a feeling there'll definitely be more fish in this one, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, I'm going to go put some bait in. Been given permission to use the boat as well to put some bait in. Got my life jacket on. We're all good. So yeah, just over by this island here. Once we get to a place, we'll just put a load of bait out. That's been baited up as well. You can see it all slicking up there now. So yeah. We're all done. Just going past my swims now. There's my swim. We get the rods back straight back out in a minute. Folks, that's the baiting up done. As you can see, I've been out in the boat. Left the boat parked up in the next swim, and it was a tight fit with the life jacket. I don't know who was wearing it before me, but clearly put on too much weight. But yeah, nice and easy with the bait boat. It saves all the disturbance, spotting around and everything. So where we at, towards the pylon that you can see there, that's where I've thrown out a load of bait, probably 2 kilos of bait. This time it's maple digest, corn, fishery pellet, salmon oil. And bearing in mind, these fish have only ever tasted pellet before, so I don't know how they're going to go on the bait. But it's in there, so there we go. Put a rig on top of that, again, double yellow honey and tiger nut, pop up 10 mils. And on the tip of the island there, rod length off, exactly the same, another couple of kilo of bait, and exactly the same rig over the top. And then again, where I had the fish earlier, down at the bay, just there. I don't know if you can see the slick on here, but there's a bit of a slick where I've baited up, and I whacked the rod straight on top of that. That's where I had the 28 pounder from earlier on. Yeah, so it's absolutely blowing a gale. I'm expecting more this evening, certainly tonight, and if not in the morning. Yeah, the fish are just used to being fed, and that's it. No danger as far as they're concerned. So when he puts in the bait, it's pretty much ringing the dinner bell. And that's pretty much what I've done. Put the bait in, and I'll pop my rig amongst it and see if it goes. I don't think I need to be accurate with anything here. I think it's going to be easier than normal. You know, they're not going to be wary of the rigs, etc. So I'm happy as Larry, and I don't think this will ever happen to me again, getting to fish a lake where the fish have never seen rigs. Yeah, feel very privileged. So cheers to Ben at Merrington, appreciate it. I've obviously done some work for Ben, doing some filming of the new lake, etc. And I've been coming up here periodically through the construction, digging out the lake and the restocking and filling up the lake, and so a lot of my time and effort's gone into it. And obviously I've made a video for Ben, which you've probably seen if you've looked on the internet, just to sort of promote the new lake. So yeah, so payback for me is to be able to fish this lake on my own. So yeah, got no visitors. Badger was supposed to come down with me, or supposed to pay me a visit, but I couldn't get the day off work, so it's just me, unfortunately. But hopefully we won't need any banter in this one. Hopefully there'll be plenty of fish. Fingers crossed. Right, I'm going to open another tin. I've already had 3. Hey ho, and have another one. Kick back, and hopefully there's some more action for you in a little while. And I'll try and do better on the photos this time. It's a bit difficult to do it when I'm on my Todd, but we'll see how we go. So it's getting on for 6:30 in the evening, and we've had no more fish. I thought there'd be more than one, but yeah, nothing as yet. Last spot on the end of the island, you can see it is still slicking up, and it has been since I put the bait in. And the one in the middle of the island as well, that's still slicking up. So I think the fish are still feeding on it. It's only a matter of time before they get their head down and take my rig. Maybe before dark. We'll see. It's getting a bit cool now. Wind has got a bit of a chill to it. What a beautiful evening. I've had some food now, ready to kick back and chill for the evening. Just pray the rods go off for this evening. We'll see how it goes. Folks, this is what I'm faced with today. It's absolutely pouring down, and the wind's still pushing up to my right hand side. So yeah, I've just lost one. Middle rod, which is over on the far bank, probably a couple of rod lengths off the bank. Arc round to the right, pulled into it, there was a fish on, and then it just came off, so maybe it just wasn't hooked properly. But yeah, this is the weather we're faced with. It's not stopped raining now for the last 2 hours, and yeah, if I'm honest, I don't really want to go out there. I've already got soaked once. Temperatures have proper plummeted this week. Typical this weekend when I'm on this lake on my own. They really have dropped, the temperatures have. And this wind, although it's a southerly wind, it still feels cold. So yeah, that's where we're at. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be, but having never fished a lake before, which is brand new, didn't really know what to expect. I thought I was going to have a few more fish out than I did yesterday, but I think with the complete change in weather, you know, last week we've had nice warm weather, 18 degrees, 19 degrees, down to what we've got today, 12 degrees, something like that, 12 degrees, high wind and rain. So yeah, so I think the fish are down this end of the lake. I've seen a couple of shows now. There's a couple boshing out right in front of me, to be honest with you. And I think they're going to be pushing down into this corner with this wind. So once this rain eases off a little bit, I'm going to go out in the boat. I'm going to put a little bait in the margins on the far side, and see if I can pick a few off the margin while they're feeding on the fishery pellet. I will introduce some of the maple digest again and a little bit of corn, and see how they go on that. But that's it for now. It's not easy going, not as easy as I thought, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll keep going. Hopefully the rain will ease off so I can get out and do a little bit more. Sitting in the bivvy is not ideal, but at least we're able to look at the water from here and see if there's any shows, etc. Folks, as it's hammering down and I've still had no fish, thought I'm going to have a walk round, show you some of the swims, and see if I can spot some fish, because it may be that they're holding up the other end of the lake. There's no guarantee on here that they're going to follow the wind, so they could be at the other end. Folks, the rain showed no sign of stopping, so I've had to go out and bait up in the rain. It's absolutely hammering down still, but as the wind's still pushing down into that corner, I've done what I've said, baited up 3 spots, probably a rod length or 2 off the bank, 3 different spots, and I've gone round and a couple of large spoonfuls of bait over the top. There's probably a kilo and a half of bait over each rod, and they're not that far apart, to be honest with you, probably 50 yards apart. But I do think the fish are going to be down this end with the wind pushing in. It hasn't stopped pushing in all day, so I don't even know what time it is now. What time we got? Yeah, so it's only 10 to 12, so still plenty of time. Lost one earlier on, middle rod that was on the far margin. It was arced round to the right, as I said, and hooked into it. The fish was on, and then all of a sudden it just came off without even any pressure on. So yeah, fish are definitely down there. Put a bit of bait out now, see if I can get them feeding. So the plan is to try and get a couple of fish off the same spot, 2 or 3 if I can. I'll be happy with one at the moment, but the idea is to get them feeding and get them feeding hard. And we'll see where we go from there. A little bit of luck, there'll be a few fish out, even if I have to get soaked. So be it. Folks, it's getting on now. It's nearly 4 o'clock and still no fish. I've been out in the boat, back to that baited spot that I had on the island yesterday. Put a little bit of bait over, not too much, a couple of spoonfuls, and I've just put a rig straight on it with the boat and free lined it back to the swim. Middle rod back on the end of the island. There's a big slick up on there. I'm not sure if that's the bait that I put in yesterday or what, but there's a big slick on there, so potentially fish are feeding, but again I've not seen any fish, so it's a little bit difficult to know what to do. I couldn't just sit on those 3 rods on the margins. I've left the one down there, that's on top of bait, close in, probably a rod length, 2 rod lengths off, and yeah, we'll see how we go. It's not proved easy at all, not like I expected, and not like everyone else expected either. Everyone's keep telling me you should smash it on there. Fish have, never seen rigs before, but until you've actually done it, you never know, do you? I've no idea how a new lake would fish, whether it fish well or not. I know Ben had a good session on here a couple of weeks back. I don't know whether the conditions favoured him more or what, but yeah, it is what it is. Not easy. I've changed the baits a little bit. Got an FSB wafter on there and tipped off with a little bit of yellow on 2 of them, and can't remember what's on the other one. I might have stuck to a double yellow honey and tiger nut, but yeah, I've changed up 2 of them just to see if the hook bait will bring any more luck. A little bit of flavour in there with the FSB, and a little yellow tipper just for some visual aid in the water. And yeah, a couple of spoonfuls over that bait. We'll see how we go this evening, but I got soaked and it's not easy. Fish number 2. Just as I was getting hooked in, fly went straight in my eye. Can't even see. The rain has stopped, the lake is completely flat calm and they get a take. So clearly they don't like the rain on here. Oh, this looks a nice scaly one, this is, looks beautiful. Stunning looking fish this is. These fish just don't know what to do when they get caught. The fight's so funny. The one I had in yesterday just didn't come in normal, and nor was this one. They normally give up once they get into the net, and these fish have never been caught before, so they don't have to give a scrap. I think he's done now, hopefully. Yes. yes, yes. What an absolute beast. FSB wafter tipped off with a yellow. What a stunning, stunning fish. Over the moon with this one, second one. We had to wait for the rain and the wind to stop completely before he had the bite. Caught down in the margin where I've been baiting up for the 2 days. Stunning, stunning fish. Spin around. This is definitely one to watch for the future. 25-12 did I say it was? 25-12. Look at the scale pattern on that. Literally over the moon. Over the moon with that. Absolutely beautiful fish. Let's get her back, see if we can get the rod back on the spot and get some more in. Folks, I'm dishevelled. That fish truly battered me, and I think I've still got a fly somewhere in my eye. I went out, everything had gone calm, no wind, no rain. I've still got something in my eye. No wind, no rain, flat calm. And as I was stood by the rod, a couple of beeps, bobbing went up and down slow. Strange take. And next time it pulled up tight, no run or anything, hooked into it and snatched at it and fish on. Give me the right merry run around, same as the fish yesterday, never known a fight like it, but obviously these fish have not been caught before, so it's got to be expected, I suppose. So I had to move my middle rod. It was the right rod that I caught on. I had to move the middle rod because it had gone under it. Swapped them over. Another bit of a battle all the way around by the island, and then it went under my left rod. Thankfully I managed to pull it out, but unfortunately it went under the landing net handle, and yeah, absolute nightmare. Had to put the rod down and get the handle out. Thought I'd lost the fish, but thankfully it was still on. And what an amazing looking fish. 25£12 I think it was that I weighed. It was almost 26, 25, 12, 13, something like that. But who cares about the weight when they look like that? Absolutely stunning fish. Scale pattern on there. That is one for the future. People are going to come here to the Hayes Lake at Merrington for fish like that. When that hits £35, £40, what an absolute beast. So I'm over the moon to catch two. What have I learnt today? Nothing other than my bait was in the right area, my rig's in the right area. They just don't want to catch when it's windy and when it's raining. And as soon as it went calm and dusk was approaching, I was having to rush through everything to get it done so I can get a video before dark. Yeah, I had the bite, so whether it's the wind, the rain, or who knows, I don't care. I've had another fish. So folks, the chaos is over. Fish is put back, rods are back on the spots. And yeah, given that we've had no fish last night, I doubt we'll get one tonight, but you never know. The lake is absolutely flat calm now. There's not even a tiny breeze. No rain, the rain has stopped. And yeah, it is beautiful, a beautiful night. It's typical when I was reeling in that fish, the heavens opened again and I got soaked. So apologies if the footage is not brilliant. I had to put the camera inside the bivvy while I was holding the fish up. So yeah, it wasn't the greatest footage. I couldn't get the best photos either. It's typical, absolutely hammered down when I got that fish out. But there you go. Folks, good morning. Sunday morning and another quiet night. And plenty of sleep, which is good. Yeah. After that fish last night, it was carnage just before dark, and then not a touch all night on neither of the rods. Had a little liner this morning on the island rod, but that was pretty much it. I don't normally touch the rods at bite time, but the wind's back into this corner again now, so I've moved all three rods down into the bay. just use the throwing stick, load of boilies, and pellet down in the margins. So yeah, got a few hours yet before I pack up. We'll see if we can get on this morning. Weather's changed again today, so a little bit sunny, a little bit cloudy, a little bit of wind, and again south, I think it's a southeasterly or southwesterly wind, but either way it's down this end of the lake. So yeah, I'm just gonna have me a quick brew, and just let bide time pass. I'll start packing down little bits and bobs and that, and see if it happens this morning before I leave. But either way, I'm happy with what's happened. I didn't get out 20 fish like I thought I might, but yeah, it just goes to show, new lakes doesn't mean you're gonna smash it to pieces just because you get on there. The fish are wary still, or they're just not feeding with this weather. Not sure what it is. This is why we love fishing. It's just constantly working out what's going on. And since I've been here, I've pretty much stuck to my game plan, which is down in this corner where the wind is. There has been a couple of shows over the weekend down this side. I've not seen anything else, so the two shows that have been here have actually been close in by my rods, to be fair. So they are in on the margins down this end, but it's just whether they're feeding and whether the new bait, the corn and the boilies, has put them off. Just don't know, but there's plenty of pellet in there. I've put about 15 kilo pellet in there over the few days. So, but yeah, we'll see. You never know, it might go again this morning. Only takes a second. So I'll have me brew, folks, and I'll catch you in a little while before I go. Folks, I hope you can hear me. Trip's almost come to an end. Everything's packed up. Just left the rods in for the last half an hour or so, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks to Ben for allowing me to get on the lake before anybody else. It's been a real pleasure, and yeah, it's not been as easy as I thought it was going to be. Some people are telling me I should have loads out, but you can just never tell what the conditions are going to do and how the fish are going to behave to it. And this week, after the nice weather we've had, drop in temperature, high winds and rain, you know, most lakes the fish would have been on it down here and on the feed, but I've had 2 fish out, so I'm happy with that. The main lake, nobody's caught for the weekend. I think everyone was on for a social. Nobody's had a fish out, so to do 2 fish off this lake, I'm pretty happy, especially with those fish. The last fish, £25, 12. I know which fish it was. We've got a picture of it when it was stocked. I'll show you that picture now. Absolutely stunning fish. Obviously the pictures I took were from a video which was done in the rain yesterday. It was really difficult with the wind and the rain to get a picture on my own, so hence the pictures not being so good. But yeah, thanks to Ben, that fish is now named after me, the JB fish. So look out for that fish if you get that on here again. That's the JB fish, 25-12. I've had it at. Be interesting to see whether it puts on weight. Well, I know it'll put on weight because I already have, but it'd be interesting to see what weight it comes out at next. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Shame, I thought I would have had more fish today, but conditions look bang on for it. It just hasn't happened. That's it, folks. Take care of yourself. Hope you all have a lovely Christmas, and stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.